Gemini Rising, this is your monthly tarot reading for the month of March 2026 or whenever you see it. We've got the Weasel, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Okay, let's get your first card out here. The Five of Wands reverse asks for who you are is non-competitive. You're not trying to argue with anyone. You're not trying to fight with anyone. Emperor reversed. Could be some issues with a boss or a father figure. Knight of Coins reversed. There's instability around. You may also feel like you have to take control of your situation, but you don't feel that you're ready because you don't have the proper resources or stability in mind or in place. All right. What do you value right now? Nine of Swords reverse. You're just working on your healing. Fair and fine. What else do you value? Two of Wands. You're looking for new opportunities. You're looking to get out of Dodge. The Three of Wands reversed. You're not trying to listen to what anyone else has to say. Another thing with the Five of Wands there too reversed. Just trying to keep your own counsel. You're sort of two minds. Do I go here? Do I go there? Do I do this? Do I do that? So there's a lot of indecision there with that as well. But you're like looking outward outside of yourself, either your hometown, outside of your job, your current career, even your relationship. And you're like, what else is out there? What are the new horizons? I need to get out of this. I am miserable and sad. And and no one here is telling me anything that I want to fucking hear, frankly. So that's tea. All right. So what needs to change for Gemini Rising right now? Do I need to look at that? No, I don't need to. No, I don't need to look at that right now. I'm not answering my fucking phone in the middle of a reading. What the fuck? What needs to change for Gemini Rising right now? Ace of Swords reversed. A Wheel of Fortune. You feel like there's failure, but the time is right. I've gotten this card for every single reading I've done so far. The time is right. And you feel like, no, it isn't. And you feel like I will just fail. And there's a lot of fear with the moon, and there's uncertainty, and you don't know what path to take. And there's illusions and delusions around. And you need to get clear on what it is that you really want. And you need to do it fast because the time is now. What is driving you? The desire for growth, stability, celebration, sharing your heart with someone that you love or people that you love. You want to be a help. You want to be of use and of help to others too with the Knight of Swords. I'll take it. With the Five of Swords. Oh, the downtrodden, the bullied, the disenfranchised. But you also want to carve out a little piece of paradise for yourself as well and have people to celebrate it with. Yeah, you want to know how you can be of service to others. That's interesting. Okay. So what do you need to do this month to charge forward towards your goals? For Gemini Rising, what do they need to do? The Sun and the King of Swords reversed. The Sun was occluding that King of Swords reversed. This might is right, or I'm right and you're wrong, and my way or the highway mentality has to be occluded by the Sun. The Sun is joy, happiness, purity, clarity, growth, positive, force for positive, the force of good. There's a lot of anger, resentment, judgment here that needs to be eclipsed out of your life. And there is an eclipse on the 3rd. Hopefully, I think I'll post this before then, yeah. And now's a great time to get rid of that. Now's a great time to offer up the sentiment that you know what is right, that you're the smartest person in the room, or the smartest when it comes to the subject, or that you have the right way of it. I'm your bad news reader. I'm here to tell you the shit you don't want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. If you really want what you say you want, your wants are very virtuous. Okay? You're not a bad person. But you gotten attached to some ideas that are fucking bonkers. Okay? And you want to talk about it. And you do. You be talking about it with the Page of Wands. Might be time for a little bit of time to just shut your mouth and reconsider that you may not be correct about something. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Gemini Rising. Your values are virtuous, your goals are virtuous. What drives you makes sense and is good and true. But what you're doing is fucking stabbing you in the back. Details you need to pay attention to. Eight of Wands reverse. Stop talking. Slow down communication. Get off social media for a while, do a cleanse, leave people unread. Someone's trying to message me, I'm not looking at that shit. No, they can wait. And the Lovers. There is a greater goal and purpose in mind. There is someone that you're either already with or could find in the near future that is going to be very different to you with a very different perspective. And they are the one that you can reach your aspirations with. They are your person. But if you are so high and mighty to say that I'm right, you're wrong, there's no changing my mind, you're not going to fucking never see my way, I'll never see yours type shit, this person is not, they're too strong to put up with that, frankly. And they need a little bit more giving and give and take from you. I mean, your life requires that, whether another person's in this situation or not. And you need to let down your defenses with the Nine of Wands. That was at the base of the deck as well. And in order to let down your defenses, you got to be open to being wrong, to be open to other perspectives, and to let other people into your space that do have other perspectives. All right. What is this other person? They're non-defensive. Ten of Swords reversed. They're willing to actually take a fall for you as well, because they are Queen of Coins. They are resourceful and they're pragmatic, and they're like, what are we doing? We're just arguing about some kind of philosophical debate, something political. Oh God, I keep thinking political shit in this. If it's political, turn that shit the fuck off, man. You're not doing anything to help or hurt anybody. Turn it off. Turn it off. Just turn it off. Just right now, please. Please. You got to disengage. There's a bigger purpose at hand here. And also, we're going to get cards as to see if you did turn it off, how you would actually affect people in society and around you in your community. And I think that's important for you to know, so stay tuned. But this person, they're pragmatic. They're just like, nah, I got to be at work in 10 minutes. We are not going to fucking have a debate about who's president right now or whatever the fuck. Like, they got mind and money matters on their mind. And what's more is that they're open to your ideas. They are non-defensive. But this Ten of Swords reversed, like, they're not going to stab you in the back. I wonder if they're going to let you. I don't know that they would let you do that to them either. There's some kind of thing about like being overly analytical and logical about every little thing and wanting to dissect and analyze is just it's self-destructive and destructive. It's both. Nobody wins. And they're like, no, we need to focus on, saving our money. We need to focus on figuring out what's for dinner tonight. We need to focus on who's responsible for taking the trash out today, or like whatever, right? Six of Swords. Six of Swords, they might have that rescuing element to them as well, and they would really just like you to get out of this chaos, and come with them. Come with them, because they don't want to be in it either. Like, let's just move to calmer waters where we can have more peaceful and more productive conversations around our life. Not the hypotheticals and the analysis and what's going on around the world with people that we don't know and we can't help anyway. All right. What's a secret that Gemini Rising doesn't know about right now that they need to know? Eight of Coins. The Empress. Seven of Swords. Okay, all reversed. Temperance reversed. So this is a story about your extremism and how you've gotten into extreme ways. Okay. Eight of Coins reversed. You haven't been able to master anything. Your energies are scattered. You haven't worked on something for long enough to become a master and to grow a stable foundation where you actually are in a feeling of security and peace. The security and peace would be talked about by the Empress upright, but she's reversed. This is talking about trying to control over every little thing to its detriment. This is also talking about using hard power instead of soft power. And then we have the Emperor over here, which is like you're trying to use hard power, but I've got to be honest with you, it doesn't come to you naturally. You're trying to tell people what to do, and it's going nowhere. And because your ideas can't compete with like what makes better sense. There's something about your ideas and your beliefs that are like not it, and I'm so sorry. No one's listening. Okay? And I know that's painful because it makes you feel like devalued as a person. But you're a Gemini, you can easily change it. And it isn't who you are, it's just what you play with. It's just what you play with. Who you are is this. I want to celebrate. I want to build something. I want to, and with another person too. I want to help others. I want to be the person that rushes in and leads the charge and is a force for good. And it's here in the cards. I'm not making this shit up. I mean, you are that person. But we don't see ideas anywhere in this. The ideas can come and go and be modified and adjusted. And there's ideas that you've taken into yourself, beliefs that you've taken into yourself that are fucking harming the fuck out of your intentions and your actual goals. And no one's listening because they're not vibing. I don't know how else to say it without getting more specific, because I know I'm reading for a collective and not a single person. But back to this. So the Empress. When the Empress is upright, things are easy. She waves her wand and the flowers grow. She uses soft power to inspire others. What you need to be building, and this is a secret, okay? What you need to be building is the soft power. Your charm, your joyfulness, you're funny, you have a unique perspective, but it harms no one. And it also judges no one. The Empress, like, this is Mary right here on this card. You think Mary's out here judging people? No, hell no. I mean, Seven of Swords reversed. What strategy and plan that you've come up with to make your life happen is faulty at its core. It's ham-fisted, I want to say, or it's obtuse, it's not elegant, it's not refined, it doesn't take into account of reality of what the hurdles actually look like, what's needed to deal with them. It's just separated from all of that. We need the Empress here. We need Empress energy to inspire, not compel, and certainly not control. You cannot control anyone. And when I go to this Message of Oracles card deck, if I don't get that you can't control anyone but yourself card, I'm just calling it now. We're going to get that card. Okay. So what are you aspiring to do right now, Gemini Rising? What is your true aspiration? What are you actually wanting in your life, subconscious or conscious? The Page of Coins. You just want to learn. You just want to learn about the world, be a student of life, and be silent. I forgot that card fucking said that. Pay attention and simply observe. That is where all of this came from, is a very pure desire to learn, a curiosity. And that curiosity got taken to a place of extremism where now there's no curiosity at all. Now it's like, oh, I already know. I got caught up in this echo chamber. I got caught up in this ideology. I got caught up in this belief system. And now you can't tell me shit. And in fact, I need you to repeat what I believe back to me so that I can feel comfortable that I'm right. Therefore, you better believe what I say. And so now you're getting into debates with everybody that you meet, and like everything is an argument and a fight with you. And it's just a terrible way to live. Ace of Wands at the base of the deck. There's a purpose and an inspiration here. Maybe something has occurred to you recently, outside of all of this ideology stuff, of like, that sounds like a really good idea. Whatever that was, like, that's where you need to turn your focus and curiosity on now. This new idea. And if any of this says, no, you can't do that. No, I don't like that. No, that's not acceptable. You're not going to, shame on you. If there's any shame attached to it, that's got to fucking go. That's got to fucking go right now. Because that inspiration is straight from source. And you're not going to shame me out of loving source, Like, what are we doing? What would be the achievement by the end of March if Gemini Rising can follow through with what is being foretold in the cards? 5 of Coins coming out from the cold. Oh, shit. That's a big one for you because that's like, okay, I'm trauma bonded with this group that I've aligned with. And now you're like, oh, man, that was like the vast minority of people who are like really actually hateful and self-destructive. And now I'm coming out from the cold and here's everybody else. Normies, the other side, non-religious, fucking dogma attitude, whatever, people outside your family, people outside your friend group. This is like the wider world. And now you just feel like you can just be. You can be there. You're not barred at the gates. No one's trying to kill you. No one's trying to hate you. No one's trying to run you out of the country. No one's trying to destroy your livelihood. Like, it's not as bad as what you've gotten yourself into. The construct of the mind. And then we've got the 7 of Wands reversed. The hill was not worth dying on and you came down from it. You're quick to pick up on this and take it to where it needs to go, and that's a virtue. And then the 7 of Coins reversed. It wasn't worth it. The juice was not worth the squeeze. Whatever you got out of being in this dogmatic relationship with these groups or peoples or belief systems or whatever, now just at the end of this month, it can happen so soon, you immediately are like, damn, that was not worth my fucking time or effort or energy when this feels so much better when I'm free to just do whatever the fuck I want. Free to do whatever the fuck I want. I almost said free to do whatever the fuck they want. You're free to do that now. I mean, where has it got you? No one wants to play with you. No one's calling you outside to play ball. Like, and like, if you do anything, if you have this inspiration, it's like, no, that's not allowed in the church. That's not allowed in this rhetoric. That's not allowed on this political side. That's not allowed. Whatever it is, or you just see, if you're starting to see that you have a like mind with some people, but then they take it too far, that's how you know you're in too deep. And then the King of Wands, lead by example. Lead by example. You'll bring others that are of like soul with you, not like mind, like soul. So what that means is, through your inspiration of breaking ties with whatever this ideology is, now others that like you feel a soul connection with and you don't want to leave them behind, but you can't talk them out of it, okay? Like, nobody could talk you out of it, right? You're not going to talk them out of it. But they'll see you thriving, they'll see you glowing, they'll see you doing your desire, like following through with your desires, and even a relationship could come in, all kinds of wonderful things happening for you, and they'll be inspired to do the same. Take the lead. You're here. All these readings so far have been about taking the lead. Aries, Taurus, now you. Like, what collective am I reading for? People that just do shit, even though nobody else believes in it, even though no one else that they know has ever done it before. Do you think anyone that I know ever read tarot cards before? Hell no. I live in Oklahoma, born and raised. Like, no. Are there tarot readers in Oklahoma? Yes. But like, okay, it was like for my circle and the people I knew, this was some weird shit. And it still is. And I don't give a fuck because it gave me a good life. And I'm not going to stop here, and neither are you. Hell yeah. Okay, it's such a blessing to read for this kind of group of people. Like, for real. You got this. All right, so then what's the achievement? This is the card I alluded to earlier, the position I alluded to earlier when I said, you want to help the wider world and you're focused on that. How can actually letting go this ideology and just following that desire to just learn and be open, to use soft power as an inspiration and not use hard power to control and compel others, and to open yourself up to the new ideas of a potential partner or other people and be flexible and open in your mind again? What effect does that have on the wider world? On the people that you would have liked to help? Strength reversed. You don't have to carry all the water for him. I can tell you that right now. 6 of Coins reversed. Magician. Ace of Cups. Okay, so there are people that would have been made dependent by your help. They would have become impatient and weak. They would have been begging constantly, never working for anything for themselves. This is the forever child. This is the person that's on welfare. This is the person that never gets out of it. Not just temporary, forever. This is the handout. Help me up. Do it for me. I want I'm not willing to work for a greater goal. I want it now. And by disengaging with encouraging that, the Magician, you're giving them everything that they need by giving them nothing. Don't enable. Don't enable. This is still very virtuous. There are people in need, but it's not just because someone says they need help doesn't mean that they need help. Fuck. I know it's fucking hard, but like it's not. It just isn't. What they need is to pick themselves up at sometimes and help themselves. And when you coddle someone, they never learn to do that. And the Magician is oh God, it's a powerful card, right? I have everything I need. With the wave of my wand, my desires become reality. What is that grounded? It's in grounded terms. It just means that a strong belief in oneself and a balanced mentality. I have the emotional sensitivity. I have the inspiration, the spiritual inspiration. I have the logic to come up with a plan. And I have the groundedness to make sure it makes sense. I mean, you just keep them at a 6 of Coins reversed if you were to help them through everything. A beggar on the streets. What do you need to release by the end of this month for your highest good, Gemini Rising? Death. Death. I don't know why I said it like that. 8 of Cups reversed. So interestingly, now we get a different message for you. As you are a mutable sign and quite changeable, don't change too fast. Don't throw a baby out with the bathwater. Don't destroy everything that you've built up to now because now you're going in this totally opposite direction. There is something to be gained from your time spent in this ideology, and it's going to need some cleanup time. That's the 8 of Cups reversed. So I think that part of what you could be doing is analyzing what was good and what you agreed with on the other side of this. So you're looking back and saying like, well, I'll never be involved with that ideology again. Where you're going to end up is complete polar opposite. And now you're going to be back in extremism, but just of a different kind. What we're looking for is a moderate, middle path, balanced Like not this flip-flop back forth here there, like, so you're going to be looking for what made sense. If you saw, I'm like sweating right now. I always sweat when I do tarot readings. It's not even hot in here. Um, looking for what made sense to you before it was like extreme, right? Take the good, leave the rest. That's this essence of what you're being asked to do right now, and release that instinct to just throw everything out and go in the complete opposite direction, because that'll lead you right back to where you're at. It'll just have a different coat of paint on it. So let's get a final message from your angels, guides, and loved ones from Source. What do you need to hear to go forward? Check in with your body and release the tension you are carrying. You could use some self-care time like now, schedule it in. Okay, so I was like, it wasn't going to give me another card, but then it just gave me the same fucking card. Okay. Having said all of that, there needs, and this is back to the death card, and what you need to release is major change. Like, don't make a major change now. This even said with the weasel, like, just observe what the fuck is going on. Observe how you feel. Observe what other people are doing and saying, and detach and be objective as much as you possibly can. And as you're doing that, there's time that's needed for rest and regeneration before you move forward. This has taken a lot out of you. And you need your joy back. You need your essence back. You need your fires burning again. Before you follow through with that Ace of Wands that we saw, that desire or inspiration or that idea that you had that you wanted to go forward with, you need to regenerate first. So this month is a great time to just disengage, unsubscribe from the fear porn, unsubscribe from, don't even swipe, turn it off. Like, the most that you can do is the best that you can do. And anything falling short of that is something. Just do something to disengage and read a book, sit outside in nature, go meet some friends that have some levity to them, not the friends that are going to get you embroiled in this whole conversation about doom and gloom or like this ideology, and that it changing the subject is like, fuck you kind of shit. So take whatever moments you can to be grateful for the life that you have, for your brilliant, beautiful mind, and for your wholesome goals and ideals, because the world needs them and you need you. You need to come back home to you and what your true values are, not what someone told you to believe. I hope that was helpful. And if you like that, you can check out my other readings. I have love and relationship readings for the Venus signs. Some of them weren't posted. If you don't see yours, I'm so sorry. Catch me next month, but I ran out of time to get them done before the end of the month. And until I see you next time, good luck and goodbye.